Well, that's a really good question. In other words, does knowledge suffice? And the answer is no, it does not. And here's why. So, clinicians, like anyone else, are subject to the same stresses and strains of ordinary life. Personal problems, professional problems. They're very busy. They may be overworked. They may have financial pressures. They may have their own infirmities or the infirmities of loved ones. And those kinds of circumstances can render anyone's judgment impaired. But of course, the stakes are very high if you're a clinician and if your own judgment is impaired as a clinician. The fact of the matter is that when clinicians are under these kinds of stressful circumstances, they are capable of acting irrationally and not using the knowledge that they have. So that explains why someone may do very well in an ethics course or on an ethics test, but still may be completely capable of committing an ethical or professional or boundary violation. Of course, people ask, what were they thinking? But you see, that's just the point. They weren't thinking rationally. So now I want to tell you about something we call the PBI method. And this is what distinguishes PBI education courses from other similar remedial courses. Participants come to our courses asking themselves, how did I get to this place? And how can I never get to this place again? And what we do in our courses is we guide participants to understand the dynamic processes of how they committed their violation and how they got there. And in so doing, then they can learn to avoid that dynamic process again. As we talked about earlier, knowledge doesn't suffice. It's the how in addition to the what. So there are two other features of the PBI method that I want to tell you about. And one is that every PBI course is taught by a single dedicated faculty member. So that means that the faculty is able to develop a one-on-one relationship with each one of the participants. And the other feature is what we call the personalized protection plan. Every PBI course graduate is required to develop a personalized protection plan, which is their roadmap of steps that they will take going forward to safeguard the public and make sure they never get into this kind of trouble again. And that's the PBI method.